Here with future Hall of Famer Nonito Donaire. What's good, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, man. This has been an amazing week, but it's been a very, very long week. But it's been a hell of a week, fun week.
WBA convention. What's the purpose of going to these?
So the WBA conventions and all the other conventions, some people like to rank themselves in there. Like for me, I was trying to rank my guys that I'm working with in the WBA. But then, of course, I couldn't help but rank myself in that too. I petitioned to rank myself in the number 2 and the number 1, whether I get it or not. I still did it, but my purpose was to be here to rank my guys. And that people don't understand how important the sanctioning bodies in the convention is, like the WBA convention, because you have to present yourself that you deserve to be in a particular rank.
Okay, so a lot of times fighters just think that they're going to just fight their way to the top, and they don't really understand the politics. So kind of dive into that. Like, why should every fighter or a representative of a fighter go to a convention?
It's very important. The thing that fighters don't understand is there is a lot of political thing that happens behind the whole fighting and the ranking and all of that stuff, because you got to represent yourself. And so, like, for instance, I didn't know about it because of the fact that I was with Top Rank at that time, or with Gary Shaw at that time, Top Rank Gary Shaw, but they represented me. So I just got ranked thinking that I deserve to get ranked because I'm winning fights. Sometimes you get a guy who's 40-0 or 30-0 and they're not even in the top rank because of the fact that they didn't have any representative to present themselves that they deserve to be in the top 10 or the top 5 or the top 3. That's how this sanctioning and this convention work, and how important it is to have a representative.
Okay. How you have promoters, you have advisors and managers, right? What do you feel like is the most important to have the top notch of? A promoter, manager, what?
Well, it's the name. You can be a very powerful manager that will have a lot of influence, but usually the promoters are the one that's putting the fights, and so they have a great influence when it comes down to the sanctioning bodies and the conventions and all of that stuff, because they're the one that's making the fight, and they have people come in here to represent them every single time. Or sometimes the promoters themselves would come in and represent their fighters, but it's all about the name. Like anything in this world, business-wise, you have to have a prominent name to be respected.
2 questions. First, who did you speak on behalf of, and what's your current ranking?
Well, I don't even know my current rank. I don't think I'm ranked. I just said, you know what? I deserve to be number 1 or number 2. I want to go after the newest brother. That's what I said.
Didn't you just fight for the WBA? Or was it WBC?
I fought for the WBC. I was ranked number 1 for the WBC, and I lost to the Santiago. But here I am again. But before that, I lost to Inoue, and still got my number 1 place. But because I've done a lot for the sport, and there's that big respect for me and what I've done. But I represented the guys in the Philippines Omega Boxing Promotion, and because they don't understand this as well, how important sanctioning bodies and conventions are. In getting ranked and getting the chance to fight for world titles, right? So I represented Christian Araneta. He's actually fighting for the IBF elimination, and oh baby, I'm sorry. No. Listen to me. Hold on. Listen, what I said. Listen, remember? I told you I have food for you.